Today's video is brought to you by Honey and ExpressVPN.
Should we have like name tags that are like, Ben!
Yeah. Wearing like crazy onesies.
Right.
Oh,
I have a onesie here.
Hey, brother! And welcome everyone to another edition of Jay vs. Ben, where today we are doing the ultimate Disney artifact price guessing game.
Yeah, this one has not bode well for me in the past, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure out of the two of us, I'm the shopper.
I'm surprised you're not better at retail price guessing.
Maybe I'm more of like a finder of great things.
Yeah.
But not great deals.
Ah.
So if you would like to come to my house to
I
sell...
think it's the opposite. I think you're a finder of great deals, which is why you're not good at guessing exact prices.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I like that better. I was about to say if you wanted to come like
I'm just a sucker. I'll just pay full price.
Oh, right, yeah. Like your school's fundraiser would be like, this bag of popcorn is $700. Be like, well, if it is, then it is.
If it is, then it is. It's for a good cause, all right?
Anyway, let's dive in and give it a shot. In case you are new to the Jay vs. Ben price guessing game format, this is how it works, if I can explain it correctly. There is a given price for any artifact on this list. We work with an absolute value based on how far above or below our guess is from the accurate.
Right.
And then convert that to a percentage that we missed by.
Exactly. So in the past, we have done just absolute value misses, so we're doing it a little bit different. It's going to be percentage off. This is just a lot more forgiving on big misses.
Yeah, because I think the very first time we ever did this, there was an item that was like $8,000 and I guess $17,000, and then the next item on the list was a $40 ornament, and it was like, okay, even if I hit it nail on the head, it's really hard to make that
doesn't matter because you're already down by $9,000.
Hopefully, maybe I will just lose in a less embarrassing way is what I'm hoping for. Although I'm on a 1-game win streak right now.
You are, and this is a completely different kind of game, so who's to say how on earth it's gonna go. If you want to play at home, we have been informed at the very least that nothing is more than $20,000. That doesn't mean something is $20,000, just that nothing is more than that.
What great guidance.
Yeah.
Item number 1, we are looking at an Elsa jeweled figurine by the Arribas brothers. It is a limited edition item. There were 188 of them. It is 10.5 inches tall and 5.25 inches wide. It is a fully sculpted Elsa figure, and she does look kind of sassy.
Oh my goodness, this
kind of fabulous, actually.
Kind of fabulous. This is so tricky. Oh gosh.
So probably not based on what I assume the price of this is, but I would buy this as like a Christmas tree ornament if given the opportunity. It looks
like a fun Christmas tree ornament. It doesn't look like this just looks like a statuette.
My guess is that it would cost more than Christmas.
What are the jewels? Are these the glass things? Do we know?
I don't
Maybe
know.
We don't know. All right, just jeweled figurine. This to me is an immediately scary item. I'm like, yeah, how big is this? Because this to me, like, who knows? I am very. Are you figuring it out?
Well, now that I have my glasses on, I can be quizzical and such.
They cannot. I'm trying to think, how big is it? This big? This big?
No, that's too small. That's 8 inches. Way too small now. I think bigger than that stuff.
You want to go a foot up and then take 1.5 inches away.
It's like the size of this iPad.
Do we have a tape measure?
It's a little shorter than that. Okay.
Okay.
Goodness me, this could just be anywhere, it feels like. Oh no.
Do you really want a tape measure?
I feel like this could
Unless you see one.
Limited
edition. It's on the island.
And then you have to account for Disney hiking prices, for sure. But how much could they possibly expect you to pay for this?
Okay. I did it based on, I wrote my answer in Czech rules.
It is made of alabaster with 24,000 high-quality crystal stones.
Ooh, 24,000.
Is 24,000 a lot or not a lot?
Have you ever bedazzled your own jeans?
No.
Well, that was about 600.
Jeans were 600?
I have no idea.
Oh, man. I was like,
what are the odds?
Oh my gosh.
It seems like, okay, okay. This could be way low or super high.
I know.
This is like establishing a base.
It is. Yeah, we'll figure it out from here.
Yeah.
Right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
I said 1,000.
I said $2,500 and 0 over 100.
Okay. Gosh.
This 1 out of 188 Elsa jeweled figurine by the Arribas brothers can be yours for no less than $8,950.
Oh no! Oh well, you know what? You were definitely much closer, but we were both very off.
We were both very
off. 8,000.
Okay.
What?
I almost want to challenge or request Riley to go back because I think the very first time we ever did this, I got the answer wrong on a medium scale replica of the Cinderella castle.
Yeah.
And we knew that the most expensive thing that Disney sold at the time was a $37,000 very large Cinderella castle.
Yeah.
And I think that one, I guessed 17,000. I'm throwing numbers out there because it's more interesting to see how far off I am based on recollection. And I think it only cost $8,000.
So this is as much as a castle.
So, and that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's is it as much as that castle was, or am I just remembering
Elsa
wrong?
can make a castle like that.
Yeah,
she basically is a walking castle in some regards.
So, do you think that the statue comes with that castle making ability? It almost needs to at 8,000.
It's a castle unto itself. Elsa is a castle, you know?
Yeah, she's a fortress.
Elsa's a fortress.
Hey, anyway, don't send Riley into the unknown. Just let it go.
Oh, that was so good.
Wow.
That was so good.
All right, so you're in the lead.
What's our absolute value so far?
Or the percentage is 89% J to 72% Ben.
That's
Okay. And you want the
89J,
you want the
72
lower
Ben.
But the
percentage.
lower number.
Okay, so it's like golf.
It's like golf.
It's like golf.
All right.
Never really
Oh,
golf.
no.
Item number 2. We're looking at Carl's New Adventure by Rob Kaz. As individually numbered, this is limited edition. There are 195 of these. It's inspired by Pixar's Up and includes a certificate of authenticity. It is 48 inches tall and 12 inches wide.
Wow. I would have this in my house.
It's a nice print and it's big. It's 4 feet big.
It's 4 feet big.
It's 4 feet big.
And this, I always struggle with this too, though, because it's limited edition 195. It's what is the relative nature of 195? Like when it comes to hand sanitizer, killing 99.9% of germs is plenty. When it comes to a NASA rocket, is that enough? Some may disagree.
Yeah, right.
You know,
It's very tricky. Yeah, it's the fact is it's still for sale. So
true. It's not like
they immediately sold out.
Okay.
So I am trying to remember a particular vlog I made because there's always this really cool Mulan print I see whenever I go to Disney, and I'm always like, man, I would not mind owning this. But then I look at the price tag and I'm like, holy man, it's more than I would expect. The paintings, you cannot underestimate. They're I feel like what Disney tries to do is by pricing them high. They're like, yes, it's fine art.
It depends on what it is, because I think sometimes you are quite literally buying each one is hand painted.
Yeah.
And it's that I do think that would add additional value.
Oh, for sure.
Recreated.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
I said 3,000.
I said $1,750 and 0 over 100.
3,000.
You can get this limited edition print for yourself in your own home for $695.
I am wow. We are way off.
A steal.
600. I think that Mulan one was 3,000. I think it was over 1,000 because I remember zooming into the price tag. Can you believe this?
Yeah, there's one that I really like where I want to say it's Mickey and Goofy and a hot air balloon.
It's Mickey and Pluto.
Mickey and Pluto.
Mm-hmm.
Mickey and Pluto? Mickey and Pluto.
Mickey and Pluto.
Okay. And I want to say it's by Will Gay. And I want to say it was $4,500.
Yeah.
And it was, I loved it so much that standing in the store, I was like,
I might.
who do I do? Can I make payments?
Yeah.
You know,
I bet you could.
Is financing available?
I bet it is. That sounds like a thing that's available for fine art, right?
It does feel
well,
that way.
I am off to a terrible start.
Okay.
Glancing at Rob Kaz's website, most of his pieces are in this $495 to $695 price point. There are a fair few you can get for about $150. And they're almost all Disney prints.
Okay.
Up next, we are looking at an Iron Man pewter figurine by Royal Selangor. It is limited edition. They made 3,000 of these. They are all individually numbered. It is a pewter figurine. It is 9 1/4 inches tall with the base, 7 1/4 inches wide, and 7 inches depth.
Not even as tall as Elsa. You know what I mean?
Why even try? Why even try?
Not that.
Can you even build your own castle?
I don't think so.
All right. See, but this is what I mean though. Before 195,
No,
this
3,000.
is 3,000.
Yeah. I'm thinking just like around here myself.
Okay.
Plus like what, pewter versus crystals? How do you do that?
Okay.
I mean, I'm being honest. I'm sticking with this. This might even be high, frankly. Franklin.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah,
all right,
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
I said 200.
I said 900.
Wow, you went way bigger than me. Let's see.
Jay does get the edge on this one. This pewter tower can be yours for $500.
Oh, just barely though.
Man,
you were off by 4. I was off by 3. My goodness. So, like, I recall us having like a fancy Star Wars Monopoly game when we were kids, and it came with pewter figurines.
Yeah, but this is different.
I mean, this is way nicer, but I remember it being like this, like pewter. I felt like it was pretty bendable, like it was pretty morphable or something.
I don't think that pewter is like falls into super high end metals.
500. I should have just doubled for Disney. Double for Disney.
Double that Disney dollar.
Double that Disney dollar. Man, that would have gotten me a little bit closer. Goodness.
It's funny you mention that because item number 4 is a Star Wars pewter chess set by Royal Selangor. This is not limited edition. It's pewter, porcelain, and glass. The chessboard is 3/4 of an inch high and 16 3/4 inch square. And the pieces themselves are up to 5 7/8 inch tall.
Okay.
That would be
so this is
for your Darth Vader and Princess Leia.
Not limited edition. So now this to me looks like more pewter per piece, but it's not limited edition. So how much of the price came from the limitedness of that Iron Man versus
limited 3,000 of them?
Yeah, I know exactly. Limited to how many we can sell. 3,000. I love you, 3,000. Oh, I wonder if that's why they did that.
Oh my gosh!
That'd be pretty funny.
If it's not, that's brilliant.
You have an answer. I do not. Hold on. Here's the other thing. Chess is like wedding. You throw chess on something, you can just add dollars to it. You know what I mean? People are like, yeah, chess. It's expensive. It's highfalutin.
Right.
It's a gentleman's game, and that means we can charge more for it.
Right.
For some reason.
I see.
Perhaps. I don't know.
So it's like we need a photographer for a great big event that's going to be happening outside with 2 people as the focal point. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. It's a wedding. Ooh.
Oh, well now.
Can we add a 0?
Yeah. Okay, I have my price.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 hundo.
Said 5 hundo, which I doubt is the correct answer twice in a row. So
I don't know if we still have this, but if we do, we should sell it. You can get this pewter chess set for $1,800.
$1,800. I don't think we ever had this.
Well, you just said we had a pewter Star Wars
Monopoly
set.
Monopoly.
You're right.
Yeah.
See,
1,800.
Monopoly. Not a gentleman's game.
Not a gentleman's game.
No.
Continuing on our pewter journey.
Wow.
Item number 5, you can get a Millennium Falcon pewter. Continuing on our pewter journey, item number 5, you can get a Millennium Falcon pewter replica by Royal Selangor. This is a Star Wars item and is limited edition, but they did not tell me how many they made.
Okay.
It is very large, I think. No, very small. Very large? Very small?
Very small.
Very small. 2 6 inches tall. Oh, with the base. 7 2/3 inches tall, including the base. 9 1/4 inches wide and 6 2/3 inches in depth.
9 1/4 inches wide ain't that small for this big old ship.
Well, when I first read it, I thought it was 2 feet and a 6.
That would be a massive piece of metal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That would be insane.
Okay. This
Okay.
is limited. It's
limited.
super detailed. It is.
The detailing would impress me more if it weren't for the fact that they make a mold.
Yeah,
and then they pour
that's
into
true.
the mold, and then they
just press it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Man, it's like, do you think this is more or less than the Iron Man?
You guys ready?
Yeah.
1, 2.
I said 2,500. Oh, you said 28. So
2,800. So we're close.
unless
we're
I'm
close
dead
to each
on,
other.
Yeah.
Oof. You can get the Falcon for $550.
Are you kidding me? This is like a big old shit. 500? At least I'm closer. I feel
Goodness.
like I've won 3 rounds, but I don't feel like I'm getting closer to beating you for the totals.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, one of the rounds you beat me, it was only by like $100
Yeah.
difference in either direction.
And this one was only by $300.
And we were both off by a lot.
Yeah.
It's about 800 to 700% off at this point. So
okay.
real close.
Still close though. Okay, according to Jordan.
Halfway there.
Oh no.
Which means it's time to
We're in the middle of the
leave.
Okay, great, cool. Guess how much the honey costs?
Hello and welcome to the Scenic Route, everybody, where I bet you were wondering, well, Ben, if you're off on the Scenic Route, then how could you be on the set? Because that's where Jay is, and I hate to shatter the illusion, but we don't actually film these in order. But also, I got here super early this morning, specifically so that I could hide the honey on the set, so that it's literally behind Jay for the entire video. Anyway, in case you're new here, welcome to the Scenic Route, where I assure you we do that every single time. And I also tell you about today's sponsor, which is coincidentally honey. Look, we all shop online, right? And when you get to checkout, there's always that little promo code box that is just taunting you, letting you know that there are in fact discounts. You just gotta know the secret password. And if you knew the secret password, you could save money. And it probably would have helped me with question 3 today. Maybe, again, I'm shooting this before we film, so I don't know what happened on question 3. Did I get it right? But I don't know the promo code, so that means I am paying more money for this thing. And even worse, I probably got question 3 wrong. But honey can save you from this very despair, because it is a free shopping cart tool that literally just scours the entire interweb for available promo codes and automatically applies them for you. Just this past week, I was buying a couple of new pair of swim shorts because I've been on this huge floral kick lately, and honey totally came through for me. I saved $22 on the order. So if you don't already have honey, you could just literally be missing out on free savings. It downloads in just a few seconds, and again, it's free. I do personally use it, and I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't. And by downloading it, it does a solid to the Super Carlin Brothers show. So if you want to check it out for yourself, you can do so by going to joinhoney.com/J-versus-B. Again, it is totally free and downloads in just a few seconds. Again, that's joinhoney.com/J-versus-B. Links in the description down below.
Well, while Ben is off hiding the honey, I guess now is a great time to tell you about today's other sponsor, ExpressVPN. But first... Now you might be wondering, if it's for ExpressVPN, why do you still have a cake? Well, I'll tell you guys, it's a very simple and elegant metaphor that still involves me not sharing cake with Ben, so that's why. It's lemon. See, this cake right here represents your data. Right now, it's just open to the air. Any dude with the fork could just come in and just get right in there. You don't want that. I'm not the good guy in this situation. But I am enjoying this cake a lot. However, a VPN is just like this lid. It prevents outside invaders from getting to your cake/data. Except ExpressVPN is much more than just a clear plastic lid. It's an advanced encrypted tunnel that it would take a hacker with a supercomputer 1 billion years to crack through. And it's protecting much more than just your cake. It's your entire online identity. So really, maybe it's not a great metaphor. ExpressVPN is way more secure than this clear plastic lid, because if I'm being honest, I could probably still get to the cake. And I love ExpressVPN because it is super simple to use, and you can use it across all of your devices. You just fire it up, press the one big red button, and boom, you're safe. So secure your online data today and get an extra 3 months free when you go to expressvpn.com/J-versus-B. Again, that is an extra 3 months free when you go to expressvpn.com/J-versus-B. Link is in the description down below.
Haha! And I am back. Did I miss anything good?
Oh yeah, lots of good stuff happened.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was there cake for seemingly no reason?
Maybe there was cake, maybe there wasn't. I don't know.
I hate missing out on things.
Item number 6. This is a Cinderella Carriage Fairytale Sapphire engagement ring. The dazzling sapphire is surrounded by 14 diamonds and sits atop a 14-karat white gold band with a delicate setting based on Cinderella's iconic carriage, which features a diamond on two sides, which if you look at the second photo there, that is the diamond in the carriage.
Does it say how big those are?
The diamond accents are 0.215 carat diamond accents and 14-karat white gold.
This is a freaking wedding ring, and it has, 16 diamonds on it? Whoo-wee!
Yes.
Now, goodness me. It looks mighty sporkly. And it's got not just diamonds, but a big old sapphire in the center there, on top of gold.
But is gold not platinum?
Gold is not platinum.
No, I said, but it is gold,
It's
not
white
platinum.
gold, yeah.
Yeah. This could just go any which way.
It could just go any which way. It could be like, because like on the one hand, it could be like hey, if you want to drop a big old dollar on us, do it. On the other hand, it could be a way to tie Disney specifically to this extremely special moment between two people. Like if you propose with a Cinderella wedding band, then Disney will be literally on your person at all times forever. And maybe that's what they want.
True.
Or maybe they want both. Probably
I'm sure they want both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, now I feel like I don't know. I can't decide. I'm very much torn. All right, you ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
I said 10K.
I said 4,000.
Wow. So someone's about, unless it's like down the middle.
Oh dear.
Someone's way closer.
For roughly the cost of a week in the parks, you can get this Cinderella ring for $3,000.
No, man. I went way too big. I don't know if I can come back from that.
Oh man.
I don't know if I can come back from that.
I almost lowered to 2,500 too. So, oh man. Could have been even closer.
Perhaps not on your wedding registry, but a great gift for your spouse-to-be with their new ring is this Mickey and Minnie Mouse New York City Dooney and Bourke satchel. It is not limited edition at all. You can buy it anytime. It is 9.5 inches tall, 12 inches wide, and 5.25 inches in depth. The handle drop is 4 inches long. The shoulder strap drop is 15.5 inches long.
All right. Well, I can only guess.
Okay.
I know that handbags can be outrageous for price-wise for what they are.
Okay.
But, oh no. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
I said 200.
I said 350.
Sort of bisecting the cost here, a Dooney and Bourke purse will run you $268.
Hey! That makes me closer, but not enough.
By
not
$7.
Enough closer. I was so much off on the wedding ring. I was thinking about our price cap of 20,000. I'm like, this is the one. This is the one. And I was wrong. So maybe the one is yet to come.
Our 8th item is a diamond swirl Mickey Mouse necklace, 18 carats of fine gold. It's a rope chain with lobster claw clasp. Diamonds are 1.04 carats. The Mickey icon pendant is 1.125 inches in diameter, 18 karat gold, and every diamond set in a Disney Dream Collection jewelry item is guaranteed to be no less than G to H in color and SI1 in quality.
I don't know what any of that means.
I don't either.
Okay.
I do.
You do? Great. Good for you.
I do.
Excellent. But do you know,
I know
how it
it's
affects the price?
Guaranteed.
I do know how it affects the price.
Yeah.
At least a little bit.
Okay. Well, then you're in a good spot, I reckon.
Okay.
All right. What'd you got? Let's see it.
3, 2, 1. 1,500.
I said 1,000. Uh-oh. Oh, no. It's insane.
You're both wrong.
By a lot.
By a lot.
Oh, no.
You can get this fine pendant of a necklace for $5,815.
This is more than the ring?
Yes.
This is more... Man.
I think that is not a good deal, is what I would say.
That's
At
what I would
1
say.
carat total weight, that is like, that's not a lot.
Get the ring.
That's not, yeah.
Just get the ring. You don't have to be an engagement ring. It's just fun jewelry at that point. You're
Yeah.
already dropping several $1,000s.
I do feel like I don't shop for jewelry a lot, but I do feel like at the checkout line of a lot of stores, you could buy quartz and not gold version of this exact same necklace for $40 or less.
Probably.
It's going to depend on how much it's important to you to have some of these things. But I am pretty surprised by that. I think that's really, really steep.
I'm shocked.
Would you buy this for $6,000, Jordan?
Under no circumstances.
No.
Yeah, that's something.
Item number 9. Some National Geographic rolling luggage. Black, 24 inches. This is your carry-on. It's a hard shell suitcase on aluminum frame. Metallic stripe is resistant to external scratches. Molded National Geographic logo and a retractable push-button handle. The lining is polyester, 24 inches by 16.5 wide by 11.25 depth. You can carry this on all major airlines. It does not have a charger in it, so you don't have to have that conversation with the stewardess.
Okay.
That's worth something.
Our bags do have chargers in them.
Yeah.
Not worth flying with you two. Good Lord.
Not worth Like, it's not going to matter because one of us is going to get asked for a security check either way.
Oh,
I don't think Ben and I have ever been through a security check without one of us getting pulled.
I get pulled every
It's
time.
mostly you, to be fair.
Every single time.
Yeah.
I have TSA pre-check, and they don't even look at me. I just walk right through.
I got through with a whole bottle of shampoo once.
What?
Yeah. Got stopped on the return flight, and I was like, what are you talking about? They let me through on the first time. They were like, oh, they should not have. And I was like, okay. Someone did a bad job last time, I guess. But
I feel like there has got to be a market amongst like TSA employees for things taken from these bags. Because like I've seen like boxes of like, folding knives or something that you might carry on you.
Yeah.
That like you just forgot.
Sure.
Well, you can't take that with you. And some of those are expensive.
That would be a
And then
real
shampoo.
Shampoo.
Some quality
There's
cosmetics.
It's like a black market between all the TSA guards where they just like exchange the goods.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak for them.
Yeah.
Because we don't know.
We have no idea.
Pure speculation.
Anyway,
Do
I'm
not
just stalling on
participate in
answering
this
what
game.
is the cost of the suitcase. This, like, how much would you... I mean, I know luggage can be expensive, but at the same time, how much would you spend on a Nat Geo suitcase? Like... Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
150.
I said 275.
Ooh, interesting. You can get this National Geographic suitcase for no more than $266.
Are you serious? You are so close. Whoa! What is going on? Oh my gosh, this is
Outstanding.
terrible. Who would pay $260? Like, I feel like this is something they would try and give you as like swag or something at your National Geographic event. Like, here, also use the suitcase.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
I would not buy this.
Our 10th and final item, the Fantasyland Castle Fairytale Diamond Engagement Ring. We're looking at 14 carats of white gold. The top half of the band is encrusted with diamonds. A figural Fantasyland Castle setting, which you can see in that second photo there.
Oh.
It's available in ring sizes 5 to 9, and the top diamond carat sizes available are 0.5, 0.75, and 1.0, but they do give no details about the diamond quality. We are guessing on the 1 carat diamond.
Man, that is a fancy little castle they got going on the bottom.
That is
Really
pretty cool.
I like
For
that.
in the name of having something that is incredibly subtle but also present, I think this is well executed.
Pretty good.
That's pretty neat.
Pretty good. Okay, I can talk about my rationale afterwards, but
Okay. You ready?
yeah,
3, 2, 1.
said 11,000.
I said 12,500.
Oh, unless I'm dead on, there's no way I can win. Then I don't think. But even then, I think you got it in the bag either way.
This Fantasyland ring will run you no more than $14,000.
No way! I almost put 15, and I was like, "There's just no way. There's just no way it could be 15." But wow, that is a lot of money. Here's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Was that I was trying to like do some Jordan mind gaming and thinking probably this is the most expensive, so it's at least over 8.
Okay, yeah.
Which,
okay,
because we're ending on a shebang here.
a shebang.
And then I was like, okay. And she said 20,000. And I thought maybe you were right that she had taken the most expensive thing and then doubled it. But then I was like, but maybe like 22,000 would have been too obvious for that. So I added 1,000 to get to 11,000 from 10.
Nice.
Yeah.
I get it.
Didn't work.
I get it. Okay,
Yeah.
I like the logic. What I was struggling with here is knowing about what this should cost, and then trying to apply a Disney tax to it. So if there are any viewers, this is not sponsored, but if there are any viewers at home who are in the process of getting engaged, there are websites like Blue Nile and others where you can go through and like learn a lot about the individual diamond that you put on the ring.
Yeah.
I not endorsed, just genuinely, this is what I did. Great experience. Much better deal. You could get a bigger diamond than that for less money.
But it doesn't have a castle on it.
It doesn't have a castle. So if the castle is like the key thing, then this is your ring.
Be prepared to spend $14,000.
If you want the Ben Carlin engagement ring shopping experience advice, be sure to tune into my podcast, Rings with Ben.
That's
not a real thing.
But do tune into our actual podcast, Popcorn Culture, where I think Ben probably talked about this at some point anyway.
Maybe.
Yeah, it sounds like the sort of thing that would have come up.
Final scores, Ben was 950% off total, and Jay was 1,300% off.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Basically about 100% variance per question.
Man.
Yes!
Terrible.
2-game win streak.
Wow. Well done. The glasses are really working for you.
The glasses are helping.
They're helping a lot.
Somebody could have told me this a long time ago.
I want to know how people did at home, because that was hard. It was hard to get like a reference point for anything. I was trying to use the past objects to help with the future ones, and it was not working.
I can tell you that, and maybe it's because you're exactly right. It's like we're not experts on any of these things. So my anxiety or nerves was much, much, much higher than like when we do like trivia.
Yeah.
Because like if I don't know the answer to a trivia question, then I just don't know the answer. Like I don't think I'm about to guess my way into.
Right.
You know.
But you can sort of like work your way around a little bit on these.
True.
Once you have a price point.
Huh. Okay. And now we want to give a huge thank you to these patrons who support us over on Patreon.
Yes, we didn't have any Quizmaster questions today, but all the Quizmasters are the ones who really suggested we do another price guessing game, and that's why we did it. So if you want to be a Quizmaster and join in on all of the funding, and head over to patreon.com/SuperCarlinBrothers.
You can quite literally have influence over the things that we talk about here on the channel.
Yes, and we will thank you in the video.
Absolutely. Guys, we appreciate it so very much.
Thank you so much.
Guys, for our question of the day, we need to know, how did you do? Did you beat us? Be sure to let us know.
I'm sure they beat me, at least, because, oh my gosh, those were hard questions. But that was a lot of fun. I like doing the price guessing games.
It was a lot of fun. So that's the other question too, is that as we continue forward with our Jay versus Ben format, would you like us to see and try other things like this? Would you like more of the change up from a trivia? Do you just love trivia? Is there a specific kind of trivia that you like? Here's one of the ones that I've thought about myself.
Let's see it.
Would be a progressively spicier like food eating contest where we can't react to the spice at all. So
like you have to just like sit there and stew.
Yes. Or alternatively, we could do it like on a trivia basis where we do like 20 questions, and each time you get a question wrong, you have to eat a progressively spicier
I like both of these.
something.
I'm into it.
So that like by the end of it, it's just like you got like literal steam coming out of your ears and you're trying to think of.
Right. So it gets harder and harder to even think.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're losing, it's just gonna get worse.
It's just getting worse.
Yeah.
But guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. As always, don't forget to leave a like on it if you haven't already, and subscribe so you don't miss any future Jay versus Ben action from us. If you want to see even more price guessing action, you can check out this video right here. Or if you'd like to hear more of Tyler's voice, you can check out his podcast, Bacon and Eggs, right here. But until next time, bye!